Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Okay. Let me set up my chat. Where's my chat? Alright. Low key, the hardest thing of this post was trying to come up with a title. I didn't know what to call this. So we just called it. It is what it is. Hello, hello. Welcome in, hi. Okay, I'm gonna move this so I can put it onto Rosa because I'm picking out colors right now. Hello, hello. How y'all doing? Just gonna continue to add some base colors. But I'm a little mad that why does TikTok only support short titles? Like, why can't I have a longer title? Oh, Rosa is so pretty. Of course he is. Look at him. That's so beloved. So I'm just filling in base colors. Now Koahu, give me a void of that leg. It's hard to see. It's really hard to see him with this lighting, dog. He looked dark as hell. Hold on. It's still not favorable. TikTok is like doing me no favors. You can't see him at all. When we shade it, we'll fix it. I promise. It's my man. It is. Say hi to Kawahu in the center over there. He about to have all my babies. Okay. I just started, so you're not late at all. I just started. I'm just filling in some of the base colors for Rosa, because I already did Kawahu's base colors. Hi, Kawahu. That's not how you write his name. There's no U after the K. It's just KWAHU. No U after the K. Kawahu, yippee! Yeah. That's how you write his name. It's Kawahu, Rozo, and Daishim, whose real name is Hyunwoo, over here. The name Daishim kinda didn't fit. Can you spell his real name? Okay, I'll spell their names on the screen, actually. For the sake of everyone else here. Kawahu. This guy here. I'm gonna put 22 because he's 22. And this is Rozo, referred to as R. Yeah, 21. And then Daishim slash Hyunwoo Sam. It's his real name, and then that's his fake name. 18. Okay. There you go. Some characters have fake names, but Kawahu and Rozo, those are their real names. Fake name is just Daishim, whose real name is Hyunwoo. Daishim is his fake name. I feel cringe with the triple screens. Why do you have triple screens? Is that an absurd question to ask? Talking to my friend, playing Genshin, and live. Dang, how is your phone not exploding? I feel like if it were me, my phone would explode if I tried to do those things at once. There's only like 3 Kawahu fans. There's actually 4. It's actually 4. Because August is a fan. I know August is a big fan. Hex is a big fan. You, Ollie, you're a big fan. And then there's one more, I forgot their name. But I know that there's one more fan. It's not 4. It's not 3. There's 4. That doesn't make it any better. It'll be better when I properly introduce everyone. Because, you know, I haven't introduced most of these characters. At least not in like a proper video. Only in my lives. The only person I properly introduced in a video is Geshuin and Komakuza, because she has like 2 videos of her own that are unrelated to Geshuin. Right, we got his little Lego on deck. Now we need to do his legs. Leg pattern. La la la. The fans are starving. It's okay. The only reason I haven't done it is because I want to look for someone who can voice them. That's the only reason why I haven't done like comic videos of them. Yeah, Geshuin fans are overfed. But you know what? I appreciate it regardless. He is one of the main characters. Like, Geshuin's the main character, Rosa's the main character, and then these 2 over here, they are, they're antagonist, which are second main characters. They're right below them. They're very important, but they ain't the MCs. Rozo is an MC, Geshuin is an MC, and Rowan is an MC. I'm sorry. I don't know why I gave 2 of my main characters R's in their names, but I still think about that a lot, you know? No, that's not how you write it. It's D-E-U. Antagonist. It's a weird name. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's just what you call the second main character. Look, you can't tell what comes after the D in his name. That's an A, and that's an E. S-H-I-M. In the wiki, it like properly has written what the word is. I just don't know how to pronounce it. I haven't bothered. Wait, who has the Lego? Rozo? This dude. It's on his legs. It's on his face. I have a ref sheet of like all of his spots. Rozo toes. Can you believe it, guys? I'm drawing toes again. This dude and me is forcing me to draw toes. This is the second time I've drawn toes. Because of this guy. I'm late, but hi, it's Rozo, it is. Draw Kawahu toes next. Yeah, I gotta take off. Rozo, take off his shoes. In fact, switch outfits. I'll never be able to draw feet like you do. That might be a blessing in disguise. I struggle way too much trying to draw these feet. Don't even ask me how long it took me to draw these feet. I don't think about maybe having Daishin as my favorite, or this other one who I can't spell his name. He's beautiful. He is. I love my beautiful, my king. I can draw feet. I'll make them little nubs, like how I did over here. I drew them like nubs over here because I was like, I was not locked in. And I was like, absolutely not. You thought about me, so you drew Rozo, right? Well, sure. Well, you know what? Sure. It's definitely not because I suddenly had the impulse. I haven't fed you guys. We haven't gotten Geshuin toes, but here we have Rozo toes. Yeah, no, Geshuin always has socks on. You ain't ever gonna see Geshuin's toes. He always has socks on. Sandals, socks on. Laying down on his bed, freaking socks on. So no Geshuin toes for you guys. I don't know what's the toes appeal, but yeah. Kawahu is so beautiful, majestic, kind, intelligent, caring, thoughtful, compassionate, careful. That is very true. You are right. You are absolutely correct, Ollie. He is, in fact, all of those things. Geshuin, come on. Someone is doing something without you. Sandals in the bed is crazy. I meant socks. I didn't mean to say sandals. That was a mistake. He doesn't sleep with sandals on his bed, obviously. It just socks, you know? Always got them socks on. Also, this drawing, it's not about anything specific. It's just that I wanted to draw the three youngest trio, because you know that the main group that's always together is Rowan, Rozo, Geshuin, and then these two, Daishim and Kawahu. They're like a group of 5, and then everyone else is like supporting characters. So I kind of just wanted to draw the 3 youngest ones together. The 3 best friends, the Fool, the World, and Death. I just wanted to draw them together. Do you think my main character should meet in their late teens or early 20s? I don't know. Depends on the story you're trying to tell. I personally like, I always found tales are better when they're older. Like, I feel like it's really rare to have them be like meet during their older years. But I guess it depends on the story you're trying to tell. The babies, just a couple of babies, yes. Except they're actually within the age of consent, unlike Komakuza and Shui Hushin, whom are the youngest minor cast. I like his altar. That's a valid reasoning. You know what? That's kind of valid. Though his alter is literally just him, but opposite, slightly opposite characters, but have the same characteristics. I'm crying looking at Kawahu. Wait a minute, is there a reason the main cast has an Arcana and the FHRD Arcana in one group? Is it meant to be the reverse? Okay, so their Arcana labels are not... They're not official titles in the story. They represent these things, but it's not like it's a formal title. If that makes sense. Like they represent a card, but it's not exactly that it's a formal title compared to the Faceless Arcanas. It's just like something they do represent. If you hadn't noticed, the Faceless Hunters, they don't have a Fool card or the World card in their many titles. But we do have the World and the Fool represented in the story. They represent that. But it's not a formal title. Like, Kleistogamo is the one who kind of mentions these things. Because I think I forgot to mention, Kleistogamo does tarot card readings when he first meets Rozo. After Rozo solves one of his problems, he decides to repay him by giving him a tarot reading to help him in his journey, and he labels him and gives him the title of the Fool. But it's not like a formal title, it's just an acknowledgement. Simply what he represents in the tarot reading. I tried to draw Rozo and gave up because his complex facial features. What complex facial features? Is his vitiligo hard to do? Or is it just that his face proportions are like hard to do? Ah, I see. It's okay. It's not really that hard. I actually don't know how I would go on to explain that because, you know, it's actually just really simple. I don't know how to... It comes naturally to me, so I guess it's kind of hard to really explain. If the swirls are hard to do, you can simply just do like the spots itself without all the swirlies and stuff, because that's how it looks underneath. You know, he just paints them to be all nice and swirly, but they're not actually swirls. Rozo wants to be fancy. We've established that Rozo is theatrical and really likes pretty things. You know? We've established that he does enjoy, and it's not he likes painting at other things too, not just like in these random swirlies. Like, he's painted them as other things before. He finds it fun, you know. Alright, colored in his hair. Nice, nice. Let me fix... Hello, hello. Let me fix the skin. I feel like his skin tone's a bit off. It's probably because I did line art. I don't usually do line art for his little Igo. I just color it in. Hold on. Let me fix that. I'm gonna remove the line art. We don't need all that. And then we're gonna fix. We gonna fix this. Okay. Also, Tinky, what do you mean I'm mad? Stop trying to bait. Also, goodbye. Thanks for stopping by. Even if it's, I don't know, temporarily. I'm not mad at you guys. Pinky just lying for fun. Yeah, I don't rage bait that often. Cap. That's all you're known for now. And that ain't a good thing. It ain't a good thing. I'm mad because 4.1 isn't out yet, and it won't be out in like 3 weeks. We're still missing 3 more weeks. I'm gonna suffer in silence till that update comes out. You rage bait Clystogamo? How does that work? Clystogamo doesn't fall for rage bait. I don't find it strange if they add 2 phases. I'm not really sure. I feel like they're gonna add 2 phases. It's just that they're gonna be short. Then again, I don't know how ZZZ really did it. Because I know ZZZ had a banner that was really short. But I don't really know how they did it. Okay. Nice. It's kind of too close to his mouth. They already said that his banner is gonna be all 4 weeks. because he's the only new character. And 4.1 is gonna be short. Yeah, they did. I'm gonna add new layer. Does Lanhu fall for rage bait? No, not really. Like, if I were to make a tier list of who would and who wouldn't fall for rage bait, Lanhu is in the does not fall for rage bait and does not rage bait back either. Like, I was actually thinking of making a tier list because I actually thought about this before. Don't ask me why I thought about this before, but I've thought about this before. And, like, there are characters that would certainly fall for rage bait. Or that would have very specific reactions to being rage baited. Well, rage bait is so annoying. How is that considered affectionate? Yeah, fixing. Added in his, it looks very strange because it has no shading, so it looks so light. I'm not used to it. Ew. Nope, don't color over his hair. I mean, if your friends like being rage baited, then that's one thing, you know? But I can't stand it. Also, yeah, don't rage bait Rozo. Rozo is falling for that bait. Rozo is, like, very easy to rage bait because he's highly sensitive. Like, even if you're not baiting him, he takes comments way too close to chest, you know? Like, he'll pretend he doesn't. If he's in his disguises or something, but yeah, he's falling for that bait. Rozo, me for real? I pretend not to care, but trust me, I'm raging. Yeah, when Rozo is in his disguises, right, nothing hits him. He is unfazed, unbothered. But outside of his disguises, he is falling for that bait. He's getting mad triggered left and right. Because he doesn't like that. He's easily triggered. He's easily excited. Like, all of his emotions are, like, dialed to a really high level. That's why his main personality trait is called high emotional sensitivity. There we go. No, he's not gillable. That's different. He's not gullible. That's different. To be emotionally to be emotional and sensitive is different from being gullible. Gullible means you are somewhat naive. And that doesn't fall too much with. That doesn't fall with Rozo. I ain't gonna lie, I can't understand this man's outfit. Who, Rozo's? No, Rozo's is pretty straightforward. It's a dress. Okay, so this is like a dress, but it has this front that goes all the way down, and then the back that's also this exact same pattern. And he has this belt that's just wrapped around his waist that has these lines on it. And now he just has this belt this other belt wrapped around. And that's it. This is separated from his this thing is different from separated from his clothes. Also, don't call him a femboy. This does not fall into femboys. This is none of that. We have lost ancient text. That's not what femboy means. I call it a dress, but it's not really a dress. I don't know the proper words. I call it a dress. It's probably not a dress. The hell do I know? Would Rosa let you wear his jewelry? The little bit of jewelry that he has? Sure, he'll let you borrow it. But you have to give it back to him because he doesn't have anything else. He worked very hard to get these. You don't know how many times he bought something only to end up having to sell it again because he couldn't afford to keep it. Like things that he genuinely loved, he has to end up selling them back because he has to use it for something else. But now that he works for Rowan, it's a little bit different. But he's never ever owned something for a very long time. Oh wait, no, Sleepy, I saw it. I read it in my head, not out loud. You didn't miss anything Geshuin related, cause the picture ain't about Geshuin, so we have not brought him up yet. I swear, I read the message in my head and forgot to read it out loud. But I read it. I saw it. You are not invisible. Are you serious? It's like this. It's just these holes in these things. Oh. Oh yeah, you were on your trip. Sleepy but chilling. Well, when are you not sleepy, Sleepy? It's in your name. Live up to your name. Always. I'm on a trip too. Well, I'm glad you're spending time in your trip listening to me yap nonsense in your ear for the next 2 hours. I hate when Miss Tiny Hole, so the whole drawing is messed up. Oh, yeah. Because, and the reason I did this was because of something stupid that I did, before. I was, like, using a ruler for it, and it sucked. Also, am I dumb? This is the same color. Fill it in. What are you waiting for? Can you make a video of how you draw the male body and face, please? Mizuki, I'll do it one day. You know what? I'll do it one day. I feel like that if people are interested, I'll do it. I'll do a tutorial. Please? Alright. I'll do it. Just give me some time and I got you. I need your art style. Well, I'm not sure the video is gonna help in regards to my art style, but you know, I'm sure it'll help though. Looking at my thought process is like one step into Rose's face card is so tea. I'm drooling. Hell yeah. Ugh. Mwah. You are so right. You are correct. That is the rightest of statements. Roso, come home. Yes. Everyone wins the Roso 50-50. Not sure what we're gambling, but alright. Where's my... I don't know why I'm using this textured brush to fill in base colors, but it's like... I've done it for this long. I guess I may as well just finish it like that, but... Do not recommend. Ah yes, Genshin Faceless Masquerade collab. So true. We do have their canonical visions and weapons. That is true. Yeah, we were in one live stream just yapping about what would be their visions and stuff. Of course, Geshuin gets 2 because he's a fan favorite. No, it's just he's lore accurately powerful. It's like, it's not even about... I want you guys to understand that Geshuin is the way he is because of the story. It has nothing to do with preferences or anything like that. The only reason I draw him the most is mainly because, one, he's the fan favorite, and second, he's the one with the lore I can speak of the most freely. Because it's the widest, I guess. It's not too intertwined with like the main storyline, so it's like easier to talk about it freely without being scared of, oh, I might spoil something. Like, I love Geshuin, but I love all my characters. It's like, it's not, don't even joke, lad. I like all of them. I think about them all the time. It's hard for me not to. Depuración eroded. So true. Alright. Ring's done. Hello, Hex. Welcome in, hi. Roso, yeah, we got Roso, Kawahu, and Daishim in the back. Is that my husband, Roso? It is. Wait, I didn't color his eyes. Where is his beautiful green and blue? Green and blue? Green and blue? Green and orange. Am I stupid? That ain't no green and blue. Let's fill that in. I swear my brain was just like, yeah. Yeah, that's definitely it. Belinda's my lawyer to bring Lanhu home. Yeah, don't worry. Trust. He gon' come home. For sure. I won't be able to stay very long, sadly. It's okay. I appreciate you stopping by. You're probably gonna have to pay child support soon. Isn't he taking care of enough children? Considering he works with them every day. It's a rough life for Lanhu. La la la. Okay. Once I'm done with these sandals, up next is the big hat. It's so funny how. Look at this. Okay. Tiny hat, medium hat, big hat. Brozo is so greedy. His hat is like an umbrella. It's on top of his hat, too. It like covers all ground. Well, at least you won't need an umbrella. Yeah, if it rained in the Puracione, he'd be fine. That hat is large. I love Geshuin, guys. I confessed. Confessed? What were you doing before? What were you doing before, Sleepy? She said, I confess. This is the equivalent of like closet made out of glass. But it's Geshuin related. Okay, we gotta make a coloring this thing that is stuck to his this is connected to his hat for those that may be wondering. This is connected to his hat. It's kind of cute that his hat is just covering over Koahu. Technically, if he holds it up, he can cover 3 people. And 3 people could fit under his hat. It's no wonder he hides his costumes in there. It's so easy. Cool it, Sleepy. We can't have withdrawal symptoms again. The Geshuin withdrawal symptoms. Quickly, flash Geshuin. Geshuin. Flash. I just flashed the first drawing. Flash. Look at it. It's from your commission. Look, Flash. Yeah, so this was the most recent commission of that Sleepy got. Is it not peak, chat? It's so cute, right? Look at him sleeping like he a dead man. Sleeping like he about to rise from a coffin. Come on, guy. Come on, man. Like, does bro have? Yeah, he sleeps like that. He sleeps like he's dearly departed. His hair is usually not on top though. Usually his hair, more accurately, it's up here. So like he has it like pushed to the left or to the right, depending which way he's sleeping. Usually his hair is up. But I tried to do that in a sketch and it looked really awkward and weird, so I just made it that he's sleeping on top of the hair. But just know that he wouldn't do that. Is Geshuin a heavy sleeper? No. One noise and that man's rising like Alucard rises from that one episode out of the coffin. That man's standing right up. It doesn't matter if he drank last night or not. That man's getting up. He is the lightest sleeper of all time. Would Geshuin be the type to fake sleep because his wife is still sleeping? Yeah. He would. It's just like, wait, I can't get up yet. They just stay laying down. Oh, wife's still sleeping. Alright. Need. I'm gonna pretend I'm tired. Dang it, I gotta do a different layer for the hat. That's cute, and I'm sleep deprived and I can't see. Crap. Damn. Who would be the type to wake up their lover because they're still sleeping? The type to wake up their lover because they're still asleep. Let me think. It's like a weird one. I think I know Rowan would. Like she would start flirting on the she would start flirting like, hey, sleepyhead, you gonna stay asleep? You gonna stay sleeping? I know she does. Who else? Oh yeah, Diodone is also like that, but not as seductive. He just goes there and it's just like, hey, didn't you have a file that you said you were gonna work on? It's 6:30, and she's just gonna sprint up and be like, thanks, darling. Goodbye. Have a good day. See you later. She's just like, okay, no second thoughts, no goodbye kiss. Sad, but obviously she would, but that's just a joke. But yeah, he'd wake her up, but not in the same manner that Rowan would, you know. No, Longhu is not the type to wake up his partner. He's gonna wake up and leave the bed, but he's gonna let his partner sleep. You know? Kleistogamos the same way. If he's awake, he's gonna get out of the bed, but he's gonna let you sleep. Crashing out, not even a good night kiss. No, he would. But he'd be kind of scared to wake you up, so he's just gonna do like a little tap on the forehead, a little kiss on the forehead, and leave. Cristogamo, he gonna wrap you with the blanket, cause the blanket probably gonna be on the floor. Cristogamo grabs the blanket, wraps you around with it, and it's just like, alright. Have a nice sleep. I gotta go to work. I'll leave you some food at the table or something. And leaves. What's Gishwan's favorite body part to kiss? Not freaky, just romantic. Okay. Let me think. I have not thought of that, you know. It's probably legs. I'm gonna think about this one. I need to think about it more. But right now, it's probably legs. Thighs specifically. But that's like on the fly. I've never thought of this, alright? I'm on the fly. But based on like what I'm thinking about, yeah. That and neck. That's probably like the most specific. You want do Longhu next? Okay. Let me think about this. I'm really pondering this, guys. This is very important. I need y'all to understand. This is very important characterization that's going on right now. I say as it's not important in the slightest, but I always thought Longhu would be a collarbone guy. You know what? I was thinking about that just now. I was thinking either back or like the collarbone top chest area. I was thinking about that too. I think it would be one of those two locations. Back or collarbone top chest area. Mimi Kawahu and my life is yours. Okay, what would Rozo and his partner sleeping? I need this for a sketch. Rozo is a messy sleeper. His leg is in one corner, his arm is in another. Bro's probably falling. Like Rozo sleeping is like a mess. He's very used to waking up early as well. Because he always has to take a coach in order to go to some other part of Lepurazione because where he works and where he lives is far away. Sometimes he rents a house over there. Not a house, it's like an apartment. At 12 years old, renting a crappy ass apartment in some corner of Lepurazione because his job is next to it. Around Noble House, it's like not much he can do. Or lives inside of the job's location, which before, I'm gonna actually be more specific. When Rozo used to work, he used to work since he was 12 to about 15. From about 12 to 15, he used to, actually a bit more. I can't give an exact timing, but from 14 and upwards, he used to work for noblemen. Like, he would babysit their children, nobles' children's, do chores around the house and crap like that. And so sometimes he would live inside of their place if they let him. He would have like an area of his own in there, or he'd rent out a crappy place in some corner. Or he'd stay with Kawahu because he knew Kawahu back then. Yeah, he's known Kawahu since before he joined the Faceless Hunters. He's known Kawahu since he was like, ever since he started working for Noble House. Because Kawahu also worked as a servant in several noble houses. So that's how they met. And then they lost contact with each other and met again several years later when he found out he joined the Faceless Hunters as a noble hunter. But that's besides the point, I guess. Imagine Vivi dressed up in Geshman's outfit. That would be so cute. You know, her with his bow tie and stuff. That would be cute. Also, what is Kawahu's favorite body part? And I'll give you my art skills if you tell me. Kawahu's is. It's the face, for sure. Touching the face. Face is definitely... Face and stomach. Face and stomach. For Kawahu. This is about Kawahu specifically. As for Rozo... Gotta think wisely about this. Rozo. I feel like Rozo wouldn't have a specific body part favorite. I think he'd love all of it. Like he'd find the beauty of every single aspect of it and would not have a preference. He's greedy. Thank you for your art skills. Such a great offering. Ouch. And then we keep on coloring these random gems. Ta-da. I did answer them. Why are you watching it on mute, dude? I answered them. Oh, Rozo sleeps like his body's broken? Yeah. Bro's the contortionist. Body all over the place. I'm not. I'm at a sports game. Oh. Well. I don't know what to say about that. About that, Hex. Just know I answered your question. I could answer it to you in the Discord again later. I mean, tomorrow, because I'm gonna be tired. In case you still want the answers. In fact, I should probably put it there for everyone. I love how most of us are busy but still join no matter what. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate that you guys decide, you know what? I'm gonna get in no matter what. I appreciate it. I don't take that for granted. Also, thank you, Chirayuki. What? Oh my god. No, I don't want to block the account. Please. What was that? Thank you for the heart me and the hand heart. And thank you, Sleepy, for the love you so much stickers. So cute. This is what I hate about Rozo's hat. Why did I do these stupid engravings if I knew I was gonna suffer every time I did them? Like, I swear, I get them wrong every time. Blocked by Belinda is my nightmare. Trust that it's never gonna happen. I've only blocked one person in my life. Actually, no. I've blocked 2 people in my life. And it was 2 IRLs. like, getting blocked by me is, like, not very common. Oh, and I think I also have random people on Twitter blocked, but that's because they had bad takes and I couldn't take it anymore. The non-interested feature just doesn't work. I put that I don't want to see them no more, and then I still be seeing them, and I'm just like, okay, so I'm just gonna block you and hope that I never see you again. I would never block you guys. I blocked them for having, like, really, really shit takes. And I mean, like, really, really, really shit. I remember that I blocked one person for saying that Boot Hill did not have any native associations, and talking about how there's no correlation whatsoever, and I was just like, okay, just I know what you are. I know what you are. And I was just blocked. I never want to hear lore takes from you ever again. Good grief. Sometimes I just scroll past it, you know, but sometimes you just see things that's just like beyond brain comprehensions, you know? I legit didn't mean for my account to turn into a semi-Geshuin fan account. Your entire life has turned into a semi-Geshuin fan account. So what is this, oh, Love and Deep Space, celebrating Chinese New Year. I see. Add a new love interest, Love and Deep Space. I'm tired of these 5. I'll put uninterested on bids. This one game I don't want to play or hear about, and I still got the same bids. I'm telling you, the features don't work. It doesn't work on TikTok, doesn't work on Instagram, and it doesn't work on YouTube. Like, I don't understand why add the feature if it's not actually going to do anything. It's like so nonsensical. Okay, now we're coloring Daishim. Can we have some claps for Daishim? He's like extremely underrated. I feel like he's like the least acknowledged. Woo, go Daishim! Thank you. The title of his stream is just Hyun, but it's Hyun Woo. No, you spelled it correctly. You spelled it accurately. Look, you spelled it correctly. Would Daishin like the club? If he gets to hang out with his homegirls, yes. If he has to go alone, then he's leaving. Yuck. Homegirls? He has 4 how do I say girlfriends? 3 female friends. That sounds worse, but like he has 3 female friends. Yes, platonic girlfriends. Thank you. He has 3 besties. From when he was in school. they're kind of the popular girls, but also not really. Like they're labeled as the wannabe popular girls because they're really like they're really fashionable. They're very like they look like they would be popular, but there's a different group that's more popular, which are a part of the Faceless Hunters. Because oh my God, the Faceless Hunters always get all the attention, but uh, they want to be part of the Faceless Hunters. Not that they are. Uh, and so they're more popular than the girls, but in other circumstances, they'd be the popular girls. If that makes any sense. That's cute, yeah. Hyunwoo, where have I heard that name before? I don't know where you could have heard it from. But his full name is Hyunwoo Sam. That's his full name. But yeah, he like used to hang out with them all the time. When his life suddenly drastically changed, he'd still hang out with them because he obviously still connected with them. He was a bit more distant because now he acted a little different, but their friendship never faltered. They still stayed besties no matter what. They don't know about the stuff he has going on though. They think his mom got comatose, and that's where the depression shift came in, and not because she was kidnapped. Isn't that Hayuna's brother's name, or am I tweaking? I have no idea. Asking the wrong girl. I don't remember. I don't remember anything about uh, Hayuna's brother. But I could look it up. Hold on. I feel like I could look it up. Oh my god. Indian stage. Hayuna brother. Oh yeah, he is called that. Except his is separate. His is together. I had no idea. Yeah, it is the same name, except his is like together. And then in Alien Stage, it's separate. Hold on, look. See? It's like separate. Here's together. I didn't know that. Then again, Hyunwoo is a popular Korean name. I feel like it's not like so I wasn't tweaking. I mean, yeah, you weren't. Would Lonhu like the club? No. Don't mind me, I just stalked your TikTok. Huh? No, Lonhu would not like the club, I fear. Why not? Lonhu does not like the overwhelmingness of being around people hanging out at a club. It's not his vibe. He prefers the silence and serenity of being outside or in a room. He's used to the vast emptiness or just noise of like white walls and such that he's not really a fan of being in crowded, loud locations. Like, it's okay if it's crowded, but not if it's loud. I'm waiting every day for posts. I promise you there are posts coming. There are posts coming. I just haven't finished them. I'm supposed to record some of them with my voice over them. But I just haven't done it yet. But yeah, Longhu doesn't like the club. Lanhu is not, Kawahu's not a big fan of the club either. Like, he could go, but he's not like the biggest fan. I'm always scared he's gonna like bump into someone. I feel like out of Daishin, Kawahu, and Rozo, Kawahu is the one carrying the other two shopping bags. Yeah. Like, Daishim and Rozo, and they're like the shopper guys. They would be the type to always be out buying stuff. You are correct. Then there's Kawahu. Yeah, then there's Kawahu, where it's not that he doesn't like shopping, right? But he'd rather shop for other people. You know, he's not the kind to like buy a lot for himself. He'd rather spend his money on someone else. You know, he notoriously spends money like buying stuff for Rozo back when he was with him on the team before he went missing. He would just do that to like help him out. Just like, oh, you want that? In the end, Rozo would have to sell some of it painfully, stakingly. He always dreaded when he had to do that, but Kawahu is also broke, by the way. Kawahu doesn't have a lot of money. He has more money than Rozo, but he's not like, he doesn't have a crazy amount of money or anything. Despite being a noble hunter, the money he makes, he just uses it to survive. Because he wasn't a noble hunter for a very long time. Freaking, he disappeared before he could. And now he's not a faceless hunter anymore, so no more stable job and no more money. Needs a new job. Also, what is this bass boosted music in the back? Y'all hear that? Then I gotta make a Tarly X Rosa animation? Of course. Of course, I have no problem with that. I think that is very cute. Oh god. Kyron will let him spend money and then be like, alright, now I need you to pay me back. Kawahu quivering in fear. But then again, Kawahu's not the type to go on to like borrow money. Neither is Rozo. They did not like asking money from other people. That's why they took on jobs and stuff instead. The only reason Rosa resorted to licking these people's boots was because he legit had no other choice. Oh, that's kind of weird. I can almost see you through the reflection of your tab. Don't see me through the reflection of my tab. It's probably because I'm working on dark colors. There's so much black and stuff that it ends up reflecting. That's just kind of what happens. I can't. I guess I'm blind. That's better for me, honestly. This one is definitely not the type. Not the type to what? To go to the club? What do you mean? Was Geshuin not the type of? Elaborate. I feel like we've been. No, to borrow money? Oh. I don't know why I thought we were still on the club one, because the club one, yes, he would go to the club, first of all. Second, yeah, Gershwin doesn't need to borrow money. If people offer him money at the bar, he tends to reject it. He'll just be like, no, just buy yourself a drink or something. That's good enough. He doesn't need the money. Yeah, Gershwin does not need the money. Gershwin got enough money. Rosa would like the club. Yeah, he'd like the club, mainly because of the energy, you know. Everyone's all hyped up, listening to music and stuff. Rosa likes that kind of vibe. He's also probably in it to see what kind of drama stirs up from it. You know, there's always drama at the clubs. Gershwin teach his wife how to perform if she wants to learn, of course. He got no problem with that. In bed or both? You know, whichever one is necessary for the cause. Rosa, teach me the salsa. Wait, what about a bed? I'm confused on what was said. Well, you said would guess you and teach you how to perform. Well, perform. There are several options, you know. Anyways, of course. Yes. That's just Lemon being snarky. Hell yeah. Oahu would never have to pay Kyron back with money, only extra affection. That's good. That's a good thing. Cause he could never. Though he'd feel a little bad though, because he'd be like, "Are you sure? Is this enough? Are you sure? Are you sure?" It's like like he'd be doubting. Which is really funny. Because with Rosa when they were younger, they would do that exact same thing, but the opposite. Rosa would be like, "Are you sure? Are you sure you can? Are you sure you're gonna just help me? Let me have this?" And he's just like, yeah. Yeah. But if someone else does it to him, he'll be the same way. He'll just be like, are you sure? Just for less amount of time, though. You know, Rosa would be on top of that. He wouldn't. He would, like, back off after the second time. Just like, oh, okay, you're sure? Alright. Alright, bet. If you're certain. If you say so. I like keeping it lively here. Yes, of course you do. Putting in the glove because his glove is white. La 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 la. Oh, nope, that's too high. Scroll too far. Hello, hello, Nami Empanada. Welcome in, hi. Alright, I hope you guys have a night. I'm gonna call it goodbye, Shirayuki. I appreciate you for stopping by. Hello, we are just working on coloring these 3 characters together. Chris being forced to go to a street market by his wife to grocery shop as she's traditional. Of course he'll be fine with that. You know, he has no problem with doing it the broke people style. I'm back. Seems like you're drawing something else. Yeah, I always try to draw something else in every stream. Sometimes I can't. It depends how long I take on the drawing. I already finished the other 2, so start a new one. I recognize one of them, but I don't recognize the others. Well, we remember Daishim, so we have him, and now we have this dude. The names are all up here. It's their name, and then it's their age next to it. So this is Kawahu, and this is Rozo. They are friends with Daishim. So what do you mean the stream glitched? Hell no. The heck? I can't put the brightness any higher. It's the highest it can be. Also, I don't care. It's fine. Y'all can see my ugly face. It's alright. Even if you see it in the reflection. It's the highest I can do. I have so many freaky questions. Ask them. If I can't answer them here, I will answer them in the chat. Through a DM. That is a-okay. Or just answer it. I'll just answer it in a DM. I don't know. I need to learn English. I don't understand you. Why does it say swimmer? Oh, nadota. ¿Por qué lo tradujo así? YouTube Translator is so random. It translated it to swimmer. I was just like, oh, they meant nothing. And I'm just like, what the heck? Brother man. YouTube got a weird ass translator. You gotta hire someone else. I'm sorry. No, it's okay. It's not you. No eres tú. Es YouTube. Porque YouTube me está automáticamente traduciendo tu comentario. Y pues yo no sé por qué te lo tradujo mal. En vez de decir Nadota, lo cambió y que a Swimmer. Yeah, I guess that's like a new update or something, and it just translates the messages now. Which is good, but it's also bad because it translated it a little poorly. That translation was a little ass. But that's just, normal YouTube, Google stuff. How would Gershwin react to his wife giving him a lap dance / dance in the bedroom? Interesting. Well, you say react as if he could make any facial expressions. I think we've established that he can't give any facial expressions, but I promise that internally he eating that up. Alright? He is down for that. Hello there, Gambit. Welcome and hi. I didn't know YouTube could automatically translate comments. Yeah, it's new. I didn't know that either until recently. Antes no era así, pero lo añadieron ahora. Que bueno, está bueno, pero es que pues ya vemos que algunas cosas no lo traduce bien. Verbally, emotionally, I don't know. He okay. He would just be pleased about it. Alright? Like we're just gonna put it lightly. We're just gonna put it lightly. I think I should answer this comment in a DM instead. Because it's definitely a bit much. Like, I need to, Can you imagine me doing a stream and there's an American guy there? That would be crazy for me. I mean, it's possible. Es posible porque a mí me han salido gente de yo no sé dónde. Bueno, tú ahora mismo es un ejemplo, ¿no? Yo me cuento con gente que yo pues no hablo el lenguaje. Pero como quiera te van a ver. Aunque no sepan, lo ven. Dang it, I can't say what I was gonna say because it's worse. Oh my god. Brother, what? What is this question? Alright, I can't match. Okay. Alright, I can't answer these. You guys are very brave today. I can't answer these. RIP. Can't answer the rest of those. The freak is it's probably because it's almost 12, gang, you know? Full moon's almost out. No, Yus is a little freaked out too, because the answer's a little freaked out. How long have you been working on this drawing? Yesterday. Lo empecé ayer. Bueno, lo empecé antier, pero ayer yo casi no estuve en casa, so no hice nada de progreso. Me puse a dibujar otra cosa. Y después hoy lo continué. Así que solamente estuve un día. Y no fue un día, fue como una hora o dos. Y luego hoy pues continué. Lo limpié y ahora lo estoy pintando. Que bueno, no he trabajado con él mucho tiempo. Es que me pongo a hacer muchos dibujos diferentes a la misma vez. No me enfoco en una. Okay, so he has like these circles right here. What do you mean straddling his lap? What does straddling mean? It's truly incredible how well you draw. Thank you. Gracias. Estos son... Ya mismo se cumplen 7 años de experiencia dibujando digital. Los cumplo en febrero 28. Que fue cuando empecé. Yeah, it has been a long time. In the club, we all a little freaked out, true. You are right. Also, you didn't answer me what the heck does straddling mean. What does straddling mean? What do you mean straddling his lap? What are we talking about? I've been drawing traditionally for about 4 to 5 years. Ooh. Well, that's a long time. That is also a long time. I should have put this in a folder and I didn't. Yo hacía arte tradicional también antes. Antes del 2019 yo me enfocaba más en dibujar tradicional. Era más que con lápices de colores. A mí no me gustaba la pintura antes. Pero ahora, pues hago arte digital y estoy aprendiendo a pintar con pintura acrílica. Me puse a hacer eso. He hecho más que 2 dibujos con acrílico, pero no va tan mal. Yo voy a hacer un video con ellos enseñando enseñando mi sufrimiento. By the 3rd time it means sit. Oh. Well, it didn't come out. I'll tell you something. TikTok must have deleted your message because it didn't say sit at all. I do videos sometimes. Yo como que mezclo mi contenido, como que yo casi siempre lo que publico son de juegos y eso, y dibujo en mis en vivo. Pero estoy tratando de empezar a publicar más cosas de arte porque, pues, a mí me gusta dibujar más que jugar. So, yo quiero publicar más cosas de dibujo. Yo posteo más de dibujo en mi TikTok, que es con donde estoy hablando con ahora mismo. Pero quiero publicar más dibujos en mi YouTube también. Lo que pasa es que no lo he hecho. No lo he hecho, pero lo quiero hacer. It's a little hard. What about us? I'm just explaining to them that because they asked me about they asked me about my account because they didn't know that I did like art videos. So I'm just explaining to them that I don't do that many art videos on YouTube, but I want to, and that I mostly post them on TikTok. That's what I'm explaining. What game do you play? So I don't play that many games. I'm gonna tell you in advance. I only have a tablet. solamente tengo una tableta, así que yo solamente juego, pues, los juegos gratis de gacha. Mi principal es Honkai Star Rail, pero también tengo Genshin y tenía Wuthering Waves, pero cogió tanto espacio que lo tuve que buscar y lo lamento mucho. Okay, you say to straddle something is to sit with something in the middle of your legs. Oh yeah, he'd let you. If you decide you want to sit on his lap while he works, that's fine. You know, he accepts that. Like, Cleistogamo would be pretty easygoing. He'd take that. Going to do a lot more than sitting? Hey. Hey, I know this is the casino and all, but Cleistogamo got class. Alright, he follows the rules as intended. I also played Genshin, tried Honkai, but didn't really understand how to make teams. It's a little complicated at first. Like, Honkai's a little bit, but it gets easier, like, as it goes on. Like, it's not that hard. It's just hard to get used to. Also, I made the background red, but like, because I kind of wanted like a red shade over it. Hold on, we gonna see how this looks. I'm gonna test some of these filters. We can put it on. Oh wait, no. The background should not be in this folder. Claist, I don't care how much class you have. I want to be ravished. Well, you're gonna have to wait till he sends you till you're gonna have to wait till he's out of work. Alright? He's not gonna pester the girls by doing unclassy things in the middle of his casino. He's the mascot. He has a reputation to uphold. I'm trying my best to put it as lightly as possible. It's really hard. I don't know what to say, but damn Kawahu. Yeah, look at my man. Look at my man. Fine as hell. Sobre el tema de hacer contenido de YouTube, hice tanta basura de videos que creo que tengo experiencia y hace poco descubrí una aplicación para editar. I use CapCut. Yo también uso. Yo uso CapCut, pero yo no pago nada. Yo más que lo uso. Bueno, yo casi no edito mucho. Yo lo que hago. ¿Puedo hablar? Yo lo que hago es cortar los videos y poner los cantitos así. Like, yo no hago casi nada de editar mucho. So maybe el problema soy yo. Pero yo también publicaba, bueno, yo diría porquería en quotaciones antes. I'm sure what you post is not trash. Estoy segura que lo que tú publicaste no es basura. Pero, ¿qué iba a decir? Ah, que yo antes publicaba videos así cualquiera. Hace 3 años tú miras el canal y yo tenía unas cosas ahí que lo que tienen son 10 vistas. Es normal. Lon Hu Strandling. Oh, Lon Hu, he wouldn't be too bothered by Strandling. Also, I just don't know how to put this filter. I feel like this looks nice. I feel like this looks nice. But I have to shade it and stuff first to really determine if I like want to keep it or not. El problema es que estar sola en mi casa, siempre hay ruido y no puedo hacer mis videos tranquila. Nena, bueno, no sé si eres nena o nene, pero yo grabo mis videos en el carro. En los videos donde yo hablo, yo los hago en el carro. Ahora mismo están dormidos. Por eso es que nunca se escucha ruido ni nada, porque son las 11 de la noche. Están dormidos. Y yo digo, mira, voy a hacer un en vivo, voy a cerrar la puerta, no me interrumpan. Pero siempre hay ruido de las motoras que pasan por ahí, qué sé yo qué, pero casi siempre cuando grabo un video, voy al carro. Y lo hago ahí. ¿Hace calor? Sí. ¿Lo hago como quiera? Pues sí. Hay que hacer sacrificios para esto, alright? I'm gonna let TikTok in on this because I don't want you guys to miss out. I'm explaining that when I record videos for like content, not my live streams, like my actual videos, I do them on my car. Well, it's not my car, it's my parents' car, but you know what I mean. I record them in the car and I'm just explaining to them that is it hot? Yes. Do I do it anyway? Yeah. I record all my videos in the car. Right now I'm not in the car. My live streams are not in the car, but my videos are. I lock myself in the car, record so that there's no noise. Pretty smart, you know? Petition to hold Belinda hostage until 12 p.m. in the U.S. When is it 12 p.m. in the U.S.? How long is that? Huh? 2 a.m. for you, I believe? No! I'm not staying up no 2 a.m. I need sleep. I do enough by staying up till 12. El problema es que soy muy jovencita todavía como para decirle a mi familia, si escuchan que estoy hablando conmigo misma, no es que tengo esquizofrenia, es que estoy haciendo en vivo. It is kind of funny. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Yo también parezco, cuando yo empecé a hacer en vivo, yo parecía esquizofrénica, porque no entraba como que una o dos personas y después se iban y terminaba hablando con nadie y pues me quedaba hablando sola. Y pues te pareces un poquito esquizofrénico, tienes que saber conversar consigo mismo, pero I have not stayed up till 2 a.m. before. I stayed up till 1. I've never stayed up till 2. Do not lie on my name. Also, what was the oddly specific question? I completely missed it. Ah, pues si puedes conversar contigo mismo, pues está bien. You're on the right track. You got this. Lie, sure to fail on the second day. Nunca te rindas. No te rindas. A mí se me tardó un poquito encontrar una audiencia que siempre esté conmigo. Pero la vas a encontrar. Tú la encuentras eventualmente. Right, chat? That at first I didn't have this many people with me, but now I have you guys out of nowhere because I kept my grind. You gotta keep up the grind. Is it not sending, chat? Do you see the question? I don't see any question. I legit don't see any question. I think TikTok thought it was inappropriate and took it out. How would Geshen react to his wife? Yes. Hanging upside down on a chandelier somehow got stuck. That is really specific. Confused? Like, why are you up there? Why are you up there, first of all? How did you get up there, second of all? And third of all, just stay right where you are. He'll climb up there and get you. Hablo mucho conmigo misma. Estoy viendo un anime y opino en voz alta de lo que está sucediendo. Yo también. Yo hago lo mismo. Yo digo, debería ser un canal de reacciones. Pero nunca lo hago. Billy, it says in your TikTok live history, January 25, 9 to 12:05. Well, I don't know then. But I know to me, in my time zone, it's never been 2 a.m. So it probably was 1 a.m. But it's never been at 2 a.m. I don't last that long. Also, we're shading Daishin first because we're going in order. We're going in order, so we're doing Daishin first, and then we go on with the rest. Would Daishin like me to do his makeup? Of course. Just be careful with the eyes and the eyes because the scar's a little rough. Like, he has the scar like all across his eye and then the one on the side. Whoa, fine man. Yeah, it's our faceless man. What if someone stole Rosa's hat? He's chasing after you. Full speed. Because what do you mean? Where's my hat? Give me my hat back. That's his emotional support hat. Inside of the hat is all of his costumes. You know his other disguises? They're inside of that hat. It's almost like magic. Everyone always asks him, like, how do you fit all that in there? But he somehow does. In his other disguises, the hiding place for it is different. Because for his Raphaensum disguise, which is the one with the orange hair and the red flowers, that one hides the disguises inside of the inside of like the skirt area, the flimsy skirt, the torn apart skirt. And then he switches mid disguise using an umbrella as the transition point. Yeah, Rosa is very over the top and dramatic. Everything is theatrical. What hat rule? The rule that you must steal hats that are too big for your head? No. No such thing. What if someone stole Kawahu's hat? He'll be a bit upset. He'll be like, wait, where's my hat? But he wouldn't go after it. Are you also streaming on TikTok? Sí, yo estoy haciendo en vivo en TikTok también. Yo estoy hablando con ellos. Cuando tú ves que estoy hablando con ellos. Porque yo los tengo acá. Aparte. No estoy hablando con nadie. No estoy hablando con el aire, prometo. Yo no soy esquizofrénica. Por lo menos no lo soy ahora mismo. No estoy hablando conmigo misma, yo estoy hablando con el chat de TikTok. Tengo como 7 personas acá que siempre están conmigo. Ellos me hacen preguntas de la historia y eso, de los personajes. Yeah, I appreciate all 7 of them. Tienen esta historia así. Tienen una... yo estoy trabajando yo estoy tratando de hacer un manga. Y pues yo presento a mis personajes con mis en vivos y con los videos cortos que yo hago. Pues para cuando lo publique. Sí. Tengo 13 personajes. 3 son personajes principales. Y los otros 10 son, pues, los que ayudan son personajes de soporte y eso. Es bastante grande los personajes. Son bastantes. Espero sacarlo este año, pero no estoy seguro. Porque tengo bastante escrito, lo que pasa es que pues no. No lo he terminado. I like how I can kinda understand the conversation as a white monolingual. Yeah, because English is like pretty similar to Spanish. It's like, it's not like, yeah, some words definitely do not translate, but like, I feel like some of them are like easy to follow because some of them are like very similar. But I guess it just kind of depends. Also, you said the hat rule. Wear the hat, ride the cowboy. Whoa. Damn. What cowboy are you riding? How would Geshuin be if his wife jumped in front of him, claiming to protect him from a monster, but it's just a tiny spider? Internally, he'd laugh a little. Like, he would find it really amusing, like, you're scared of a little spider because, you know, we got the non-Fosquias outside, but you're more afraid of the spider, you know. He'll laugh a little bit, think it's kind of funny, but he might, depending on the situation, he might play along with it and be like, oh my god, that's so scary. That's quite a terrifying monster. You're gonna have to help me with this one. Take my sandal. It's the only weapon I got. And just like play along a little bit. Depends on the situation, you know? Like if she's genuinely quivering for her life, he's just gonna play heroic and just kill it, you know. Bye bye, spider. Either that or he's gonna grab it and throw it out the window because, like, they see spiders all the time. They live underground. They're always gonna find them somewhere. There's always gonna be a spider somewhere. Well, you said, bueno, voy a poder decir que te sigo antes de ser famosa. Sí, eso esperamos. Gracias, me acordaré de ustedes. Me acordaré de todos de ustedes. Bro, my parents started speaking Spanish at me. If we speak to you in Spanish all the time, you'll have to learn. That's low-key not how it works, though. Like, you can speak Japanese to me all day, and that's not gonna make me learn. Like, that's kinda not how it works. Like, I'm gonna start drawing connections, right? And I'm gonna be like, you guys say this word a lot in this specific scenario, so it's gotta mean something similar to this. Like, maybe you can put two and two together, but that's, like, kinda silly. You know what I was trying to learn? I was trying to learn more Italian. I feel like I mentioned this before. I really need to go back to doing that. Because, like, I can understand some Italian if I, like, see it. But heaven forbid I bother try to pronounce it. I need to finish learning Mandarin and ASL. Belen, may I please ride Koahu? Yes, you can ride with him on the merry-go-round. I'm only saying that so that TikTok doesn't bait me. Sure, you can do that outside of the carousel, but I said merry-go-round and I changed it to carousel. Whatever. I feel like those are somewhat interchangeable. I know some expert on carnivals is gonna be like, then those are not the same things. I'm sorry. We're gonna pretend it is. What if I stole Koahu entirely, though? You're gonna have to confront Rozo. Cause, you know, he already lost Koahu once. Who's that guy in the front? Which guy in the front? Koahu? Wait, I removed everyone's names for no reason. I should bring them back. Let me bring back their names. Here are their names. Rozo, Koahu, Daishi. Koahu's his man. Don't take him away again. What if I took Koahu and Rozo both? Then you're saved for the rest of your life. Or Daishim's going after you. But I didn't say that, by the way. It was Vulcan on YouTube that said that. That wasn't me. That wasn't me, by the way. I didn't say that. I was reading from YouTube chat. Koahu X Rosso is not canon, guys. It's not canon. Honestly, none of the ships are not a single ship is canon, but you know what? It's okay. Because that just means you can do whatever you want. I feel like sometimes it's just kind of better that way. Alex says, "Do you donate? Am I a joke to you?" Okay, they don't count though. They're the married couple. They don't count. Like, I don't count them. They don't count. Like, of course they're canon. They're married. Rowan and her husband doesn't count either. Because, of course, they're canon. They're married. Of course, they were married. I guess I should word that better. I don't know why I always think, like, Rowan has a husband, a dead one. She has a dead husband. Whoops, I shouldn't say that so blunt. She has a dead husband in the story, not in real life. And 2 deceased young children as well. Well, I'm not sure if they're deceased or not. In the current draft, they are. I think they're probably going to stay that way, but I'm not sure. Also, yes. That's a funny name. Frosted Flakes, that's Velvet canon. Velvet being Dialis, and Frosted Flakes being Diodone. That's such a funny way of putting it. Rosso X's hats. That's funny. I can't find the wiki. What do you mean you can't find it? You can't find it in the Discord? There's a section that says Faceless Masquerade, and then there's a thing that says Character Wiki. It's a Google Doc. It's a silly Google document. Also, I seriously need help. What color should I use for winter clothing? Blue or brown? I don't know why, but when it comes to winter clothing, I always think blue or brown are probably like some of the best choices. I don't know. That's just what I think of every time I think about that sort of thing. I don't care for non-PC man. That non-PC man haunts the narrative, buddy. But yeah, that's not exactly dating material, but actually there's more characters that haunt the narrative, but that's not something that really matters. You guys want to know a little bit about this hand here? Because for the picture, like, Daishim always has to do, like, a really silly, pose so that his eye can always be seen, right? And so I had to make my sister pose with this hand, and she's just like, because she's always bothered when I tell her to pose so I can get like a picture. I don't know why, but she's always bothered. And so I told her, hey, can you put your hand like this? And she's just like, which one of your characters is even gonna do this? Not this kind of pose. I'm just like, the dude with the eye, Daishim, yeah, he needs to do that pose. Otherwise, he can't see. It's just kind of funny. He has to get in these uncomfortable poses so he can see. She knows he's blind, but she didn't clock it. Because obviously she had no idea what character could possibly do a silly pose like that. She only cares about Ameno. Like, that's the only character she, like... And that's only because she knew him from his old versions. Otherwise, she does not care. She does not care for none of the story or characters at all. She just says it's not her type of story, and you know what? I get it. I know what type of story she's into. So... Alright. Fuse this. I'm gonna make a new layer. They have heaters in the Puracione, right? Yeah, some houses. Not all of them. Some people don't like the heat and prefer to just stay in the cold weathers. Crazy people, I tell you. Personally, I'd rather be in the heat than in the cold, but I digress. Most people, yeah, they have some form of heating. Rather it be a candle or something, they have some form of heating. Some people don't have, like, heating machines, but they have, like... Candles is the only, like, legal fume that is allowed. Because it's a small flame. And it's usually used indoors. You just have to make sure your house is not made out of wood. Otherwise, you're done for. You know, like Geshuin's house that's made out of wood. Speaking of Ameno, I have to draw Ameno. I think that's gonna be one of the next people I draw. I have several ideas. Like, I have this really cute Shue Hushing and Komakusa drawing idea. I also need to draw more Kleistogamo. I have this Kleistogamo and Rozo drawing idea in my head as well. I just haven't done it yet. I have another Rozo drawing idea as well, featuring his disguises. But I need to finish his disguises first before I do that one. Also, yes, Lanhu would let you braid his hair. He likes that. Like, he wouldn't mind people playing around with it. There are a lot of houses made out of wood in Puracione. Like, they're not super rare. What if a Puracione is flooded? Is that even possible? No. I think it was mentioned before, but the Puracione can't flood because the whole of the entrance from where the Puracione is, from where the surface is is very far away. I'm gonna try and illustrate how it works. So let's say this is Lepuracione. This circle, this is Lepuracione. This is the entire nation of Lepuracione, which this it's not actually that small. We're just trying to illustrate. We're trying to illustrate a point. And then it's a giant, massive cave hole that goes on and on. Like if you get out of Lepuracione, you're just surrounded by empty wasteland of rocks and caves of rocks, because this is a cave. And it's just an empty waste of nothing, and you just keep going. It feels like an eternity. And eventually, you go out far enough, and you'll find it. It keeps going. It's really far. So even if it was supposed to rain really hard in the surface, right? It's not coming in. It won't reach. It would have to go through all of these rocks and all of this wasteland in order to get there. What about earthquakes? They have their own preemptive measures to work around those things. It's been centuries since they had to deal with one. Last time they dealt with it, the non-Fascists were not real yet. Which means it was around 300 years ago. It's been a long time since they had an earthquake that actually did damage, right? Because sometimes a rock may fall. It's not common, obviously, but sometimes it happens, and usually it doesn't end with any kind of unfixable damages or deaths. But there was a moment where a big one did happen, but it was, again, that was like 300 years ago, when the non-Fascists were not a thing and they had nothing else to worry about except for the earthquakes. Is the chariot chopped? No. I fear she is most likely considered good looking. At least I do. But then again, I consider all my characters good looking. So maybe I have bad taste. It's completely possible. Nope, she does not have chopped hair. She wears a ponytail that has like a curl on the end that is red. The fact that it with a fade of white at the end, it's surprising it even has any color, considering her very blatant discouragement of any existence of color. What if I tried to befriend Kawahu low-key? Kawahu's someone that's pretty easy to get along with. Like, Kawahu would get along with most people. He's very nice and empathetic. He's maybe a little bit like maybe a tiny bit gullible, but that's like only in some scenarios. But he will immediately lock in and be like, oh, no. Sometimes he just pretends to be gullible. Mainly to see how far people are going to go. Like, sometimes he does test people like that. But I digress. Uh, that does not have anything to do with what we're talking about. But I don't have the Discord thingy. What? You're not in the Discord? Oh. Did I not send you a request? I guess I didn't. What if I hugged Kawahu Alter? He's gonna be all hot and bothered about it. Like, he's not like a big fan of like getting all touchy because, oh my god, you are not worthy putting your skin all over me. Or all over Kawahu specifically. He always says all over Kawahu. It's like he's speaking in the third person. He's not very friendly when it comes to being touchy. Get your hands off my skin, dude. Like, he's pretty hot and bothered about it. We'll find a way to be friendly. That's a tough one. But I'm sure you'll find a way. What if I'm worthy? What would you do to be seen as worthy? Sucks to have physical tough love as my love language. Yeah, that is kind of rough, huh? That's just how he is. Alright, you know what? I think I'm gonna leave it at that for today. I'm gonna just finish coloring this off stream, figure out what colors I want for this. Cause like, this isn't bad, but if someone followed Kawahu around though, he would probably want to switch with the other Kawahu. He's gonna be like, oh my god, get this Kawahu, can you get this guy off my ass? And just okay, there. I think that's like the perfect amount for the filter. How we feeling? I feel like this is perfect. Like, this lighting is exactly what I want. It's like a slightly red tint, but it's not like super bright or anything. It looks finished already. I wish. Look, he's missing all the shading. Nah, I need shading. Looks so empty without it. But that just means that my line art has improved a lot. That just means my line art is good enough to stand on its own. That's pretty big. Alright. Anyway, that's it for today. Yeah, say goodbye to the hat trio. Would Lonhu like someone sitting on his lap? Yes! He wouldn't mind. So long. Yeah, I mentioned it, but I guess they missed it. Finally stayed to the end. Hey. Start to finish, been in the car. Oof. That sucks. Well. Ugh. I need my sleep. Nighty night. Alright. I'm gonna click here. Are you sure you want to end the live stream? Yes, I do.